Daniel was one of the most respected men in the entire kingdom of Babylon. Even though he was a foreigner, a Jew taken in exile, he rose through the ranks to become a top official under King Darius. Why? Because Daniel had something different. He was wise, faithful, honest, and above all, devoted to God. But not everyone admired him. Other officials became jealous. They searched for flaws, corruption, weaknesses, but found nothing. So they devised a trap, a law. They knew Daniel prayed to God 3 times a day. So they convinced King Darius to sign a decree. For the next 30 days, no one can pray to anyone except the king. Anyone who disobeys will be thrown into the lion's den. The king agreed, not realizing it was a setup. When Daniel heard about the law, he didn't panic. He didn't hide. He went straight to his room, opened his windows toward Jerusalem, and prayed, just like he always did. The trap worked. The officials caught him in the act and ran to the king. Darius was devastated. He liked Daniel. He respected him, but the law of the Medes and Persians couldn't be undone. So with a heavy heart, the king gave the order. Daniel was arrested and thrown into a den of lions. Before sealing the stone, the king said, "May your God, whom you serve continually, rescue you." That night, the king couldn't sleep. No food, no music, no comfort. At dawn, he rushed to the den and called out, "Daniel, has your God saved you?" And a voice came from the darkness. "O king, live forever. My God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths. They have not hurt me, because I was found innocent in his sight." The king was overjoyed. Daniel was pulled out, completely unharmed. Then the tables turned. The men who had schemed against Daniel were thrown into the same lion's den, and this time there was no angel to shut their mouths. King Darius then made a decree for the entire kingdom. Everyone must fear and reverence the God of Daniel. For he is the living God. He rescues and he saves. He performs signs and wonders. Reflection. This isn't just a story about lions. It's a story about faith under pressure. Daniel wasn't delivered from the den. He was delivered in it. He could have compromised. He could have hidden. But instead, he chose God over comfort, faith over fear. And when he was thrown into the pit, God met him right there. You may not face literal lions, but you may face danger, betrayal, isolation, or pressure to compromise. Remember Daniel. He stood firm, and God stood with him.